Hello guys, we have been able to create our mullions, and the next thing to do now is to know how to edit the mullions in terms of the sizes and the depth. So what we do now is to click on one of the mullions, select one of the mullions, okay, and come to edit type and do the normal changes that you usually do. The duplicates, give it a name, and then the thickness, the width on side 2, width on side 1. Then we have the material for the mullion, which you can always click here and change, but we'll be getting to that later on. So mostly what I do is, because all my mullions carry the same sizes on both the side 1 and side 2, and the depth are the same thing, which is the thickness, they are the same thing, so I don't duplicate any longer. I only edit one and then it affects all of them. So let's change the depth to, I like to use 40 a lot, and this I like to use 20 a lot, 20, making the mullion a square. So after that we apply and we say okay. As you can see, there is a difference now from the previous default mullion to the present one. Now let's go back to our line width on, so you can see it better. So as you can see, this is our mullion now more realistic than the previous one. So this is how you edit your mullions and make it look good. Let's go to our consistent colors and see it better. As you can see the glass properly now. This is the glass here, while we have the mullions dividing the glass into glass panes, 4 glass panes. So that is that. From here we can actually make use of it and do some other things. So after adjusting our mullions, what next? What we need to do now is to what we need now to do is to create our floors for the building. We have to go back to our elevation, this is the front elevation, which is the south. Like I said earlier on, you don't need to change your south elevation to front elevation, your north to the rear elevation, your east to the right elevation, or your west to the left elevation. Get used to the panel first, and once you are able to have a grip of the whole tools and all that, you can actually start changing it to your own desired names, so that it will not be so confusing for you. So we have this level and this level. We want to create a floor on this level. So what do? We go to our level 2, which is at 600, level 2, and then we come to this building, go to architecture, click on floor. Before we click on the floor, let's go to other options of the floor. Click on this drop down list and then look at the different types of floors we have. We have the architectural, the structural, the floor by face, which actually comes with the cutting system, massing. That is actually we'll learn more about massing later on. Then we have the floor slab edge. So from there, what we need now is just the architectural floor, which is this. Click on it. It takes us to the edit mode. And how do we edit it? It's very simple. All we need to do is just to sketch the shape of the floor that we want. So let's go and sketch the shape of the floor. Click on this. We come here. We come here. We come here. This. So that is it. Mind you, when you are drawing the floor, make sure you close whatever line you have started. It means everything from the starting point to everywhere you draw to, all the lines have to go back to the starting point. It has to be closed. If you draw just a line and say you want to finish, it will not finish. Let me show you an example. Let me delete this line so you understand what I'm saying. We have drawn this part now and we want to say finish. As you can see, it has given us two dots, which is this and this, meaning that it is not closed. Lines must be in closed loops. The highlighted lines are open on one end. So what do we do? All we do is to do what? Is to continue, and then we go and complete our floor. So with this, you can finish it. So whenever you create a floor and it gives you that warning, it means you need to go back to where you have drawn where you are actually missing it. And if you think you are not missing anything, in the dialog box that popped up and showed the warning, you can see there is a dialog box there is a button there in the dialog box that shows that would actually lead you to where you are going to know where the issue is. Let's go back to the floor profile. Let's assume this is not closed, this is not there, and we say finish. As you can see, it gave us the warning, and then we have this as an indicator to tell us, okay, where it actually happens. So when you click on your show and it brings this information to you, you just click on your close, then you would be directed directly to the points at which are not closed. Because this design is a very small one, we can easily identify where it is not closed. But when you are dealing with larger projects, it might be quite difficult for you to locate where to get the points that are not closed. So all you need to do is just click on this show, and it will take you directly to where you are missing it. So all we need to do now is to continue, click on our line, and then finish. Then we'll finish the floor model. So let's go to our elevation and see where the floor is. Okay, this is the floor, our default floor in Revit, which comes with 400 mm thickness, as you have seen it here. So how do we change the floor to our normal thickness? Just the way we change the thickness of the walls is where we edit our windows and our doors. All we have to do is just to come to this edit type once again, duplicate it, come here, give it our name. Like I always give names to my components. 150 wall. Okay, click on edit, change the thickness to 150, enter, and you can come here to add material to it. We'll be getting to this later on. So you click on your OK, it gives you that wall thickness. In the next video, I will be showing you how to edit this floor in such a way that it will not show like this on the walls, as this does not really give a better graphics to the design. Thank you very much.